Every morning you open your eyes, life grants you the same priceless gift that it gives to every person on this planet. 24 hours. No more, no less. The same amount of time that built empires, healed nations, and shaped legends now rests in your hands. But how you use those hours will define everything. Many people wake up already feeling behind, as if time is slipping through their fingers, chasing deadlines, rushing through routines, drowning in noise. They believe they need more hours to do more things. But the truth, as Master Shi Heng Yi teaches, is not about having more time. It's about mastering the time you already have. Time is the greatest equalizer. It doesn't bend for the rich, the wise, or the powerful. It moves forward at the same steady pace, indifferent to who you are. Yet some people achieve extraordinary success while others barely survive their own schedules. The difference lies in awareness. Those who understand the value of time treat it as sacred energy, directing it with intention instead of letting it scatter in chaos. Every moment is a breath of life you can never reclaim, and once you understand that, your relationship with time transforms. Most people mistake busyness for productivity. They fill their days with endless movement, replying to every message, attending every meeting, saying yes to every favor. They move fast but go nowhere. Productivity is not about doing more. It is about doing what truly matters. The wisdom of the 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle, reminds us that 80% of results come from only 20% of our efforts. Think about your own life. Out of everything you do, how much actually moves you closer to your goals? You'll find that only a few actions, those that demand your focus, courage, and consistency, truly define your progress. The rest are distractions wearing the mask of importance. A wise person learns to identify that powerful 20% and protect it fiercely. In business, a small number of clients often create the largest success. In health, a few key habits like proper sleep, movement, and nutrition shape the quality of your life. In self-development, a handful of practices, discipline, reflection, and patience, generate real transformation. Yet so many people scatter their energy across trivialities, spending hours polishing the surface while the core remains neglected. Shi Heng Yi often says, "The energy you give determines the life you live." Your time is your energy. Every hour spent on something unimportant is an hour stolen from your purpose. If you learn to give your energy only to what truly matters, your life begins to align with meaning, not motion. But there's a hidden enemy in the art of time management, the inability to say no. The world constantly demands your attention. People ask for your time, your energy, your help, and your presence. Many of us feel guilty for turning them down, fearing judgment or rejection. But every yes you give without purpose becomes a no to yourself. You cannot serve everyone and still serve your mission. Boundaries are not barriers. They are the guardians of your peace. Saying no does not make you selfish. It makes you wise. It means you have chosen your priorities consciously. When you say no to meaningless obligations, you create space for deep work, reflection, and growth. Remember, even kindness must be guided by clarity, or it turns into self-neglect. There will always be requests that seem urgent but are not important. There will always be distractions disguised as opportunities. But you must remember, your time is your life in motion. You can always earn back money, regain energy, or rebuild a career, but not a single moment of wasted time will ever return. Every time you say yes to something unworthy of your purpose, you drain the energy meant for what could make you extraordinary. Learning to say no is not rejection, it is redirection, steering your life toward what aligns with your soul. Many people also fall into the trap of perfectionism. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect version of themselves before starting. But perfection is an illusion that feeds procrastination. The great masters never waited for everything to be right. They acted, failed, learned, and improved. Shi Heng Yi reminds us that progress is better than perfection because progress leads to growth, while perfection leads to paralysis. You may think that by perfecting everything, you are improving, but often you are just postponing your destiny. The world rewards action, not hesitation. You don't need to start perfectly, you only need to start sincerely. Ask yourself, how many dreams have you delayed because you thought you weren't ready? How many goals have you abandoned because they didn't feel perfect yet? Every masterpiece begins imperfectly. The first draft of every book, the first attempt at every skill, the first day of every transformation, they all begin messy, uncertain, flawed. Yet through effort and patience, they evolve. Life itself is imperfect, yet it moves beautifully. So release the need to perfect every detail. Instead, focus on growing through action. You will stumble, you will make mistakes, but those mistakes are not failures, they are feedback from life. Perfection is a cage, action is freedom, and freedom comes through structure. The greatest misconception about productivity is that freedom means doing whatever you want, whenever you want. In reality, freedom is the result of discipline. The disciplined person wakes up with clarity. They plan their day with purpose. They control their schedule instead of letting the schedule control them. One of the most powerful ways to achieve this is through time blocking, dedicating specific hours to specific tasks. When you block time for something important, you tell your mind, this is sacred space. During that time, there are no distractions, no multitasking, no wandering thoughts, only focused action. This technique trains your mind to stay present, and presence multiplies productivity. Imagine starting your day by identifying the 2 or 3 most important tasks that will move your life forward. These are your power tasks, the ones that align with your deeper goals. When you dedicate the early hours of your day to them, you gain a sense of progress that nothing else can replace. Because even if the rest of your day falls apart, you've already accomplished what truly mattered. This creates inner peace, confidence, and flow. The afternoon can then be used for lighter responsibilities, meetings, or reflection. And don't forget to schedule time for yourself, for silence, meditation, or simply being. A rested mind is a sharp mind. The truth is, the more structured your day becomes, the more freedom you create. Chaos destroys energy, order restores it. By deciding how to spend your time, you reclaim control over your life, and that control brings peace. You stop reacting to the world and start responding with intention. You stop chasing time and start walking alongside it. But here's the ultimate realization. You don't manage time, you manage yourself. Time flows regardless of your choices. What changes is how you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions within it. Every second that passes is an opportunity to choose meaning over mindlessness. When you become mindful of your actions, your time becomes sacred. You begin to see that even simple tasks, making tea, walking, breathing, can become moments of awareness and balance. Shi Heng Yi often says, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. If you rush through life, life will rush through you. If you move with intention, time will move with you. Understand this. Your energy and attention are like a river. Wherever you direct them, life grows. But if you scatter them across too many directions, the current weakens, and the river dries before reaching the sea. Focus creates power. Concentration creates mastery. When you fully commit to one task, one moment, one breath, you enter a state of flow where time bends. Minutes stretch into hours of accomplishment. That is where greatness lives. Not in speed, but in presence. To live wisely is to respect time as your greatest teacher. It teaches patience through waiting, discipline through structure, and gratitude through awareness. Every sunrise is a reminder that you have another chance to direct your life toward meaning. Don't waste it chasing illusions. Don't fill your day with noise. The greatest strength lies not in doing more, but in doing what matters most with unwavering focus. Master Shi Heng Yi teaches that time mastery is self-mastery. When you learn to govern your impulses, silence your distractions, and dedicate your energy to purpose, you begin to transcend the chaos of the world. You no longer feel that 24 hours are not enough. You realize that 24 hours are divine abundance if lived consciously. The people who achieve inner peace are not those who do everything, but those who do the right things with full awareness. So take a deep breath, reflect on your day, ask yourself, what truly deserves your time? What actions lead you toward your purpose, and which ones pull you away? What habits build you, and which drain you? Choose your answers wisely, because the way you spend your hours is the way you spend your life. Every moment is a brushstroke on the canvas of your destiny. From now on, let your time serve your growth, not your distractions. Wake up with intention, act with clarity, rest with gratitude. Let every day be a reflection of balance between effort and stillness, action and awareness. Don't run after time, walk with it in harmony. Because when your inner world is calm, your outer world flows naturally. And when you live with purpose, every second becomes sacred. If you truly want to master your 24 hours, start now. Decide who you want to become, align your actions with that vision, and guard your energy like the treasure it is. Say no when needed, take action even when it's not perfect, and honor your time as the breath of life itself. You don't need more hours, you need more awareness. The secret of the masters is not hidden in complex routines, but in simple, consistent discipline. Every morning, the world will tempt you with distractions, noise, and urgency. But remember, the most powerful person is the one who can remain still in chaos, focused in distraction, and peaceful in the storm. That is the essence of mastery. That is how you manage your 24 hours. So as you leave today, take this with you. Every minute is a choice between growth and drift. Choose growth, choose awareness, choose strength. And if this message resonated with you, then like and subscribe to Daily Path to Strength for more wisdom from the teachings of Shi Heng Yi. Because the path to strength begins not in controlling time, but in mastering yourself.